Now I started the third logical statement, that is double implication. If two statements, we define first of all, if two statements P and Q are connected by the connective, if and only if the statement is called as double implication, or it is called biconditional statement. So here this double implication statement or the biconditional statement that we have defined here. So now we see the symbolic representation, symbolically written as P if and only if Q, that is P if and only if Q, and read as P if and only if Q. So this is the double implication statement, symbolically we have written here. Now for the double implication or biconditional, it is called the biconditional statement. We give the truth table for double implication. Now again we take the parent statements P and Q in the table. So first column is of the statement P and second column of the statement Q, and third column that is of the statement by connective, that is P if then Q. So we again take the truth values as per our previous rule, that is P is true, Q is true, P is true, Q is false, P is false, Q is true, P is false, and Q is false. So how can you find the rule for this double implication that we see here? So it is a very simple rule. Now if P and Q, P is true, Q is true, P double implication Q is true, P is false, Q is false, again P double implication Q is false. So from this we can say that for same truth values, P is true, Q is true, that are the same truth values, your double implication statement is true. Again P is false and Q is false, your double implication statement is true. So what is the simple rule? For same truth values of the statements P and Q, your double implication statement is true only, otherwise it is false. So this is the truth table for double implication or biconditional. So now we write here double implication statement P double implication Q is true for same truth values of P and Q. So what is the meaning of this? That is either both values are TT or both values are FF. So here we get the rule for double implication. For same truth values, your double implication statement is true here. So this is the rule for double implication or biconditional statement. Now we come to the fifth statement, that is very simple, that is the negation statement. So in this negation statement, for any statement P is true, that is denoted by T, so then its negation is false, that is F, and vice versa. We can again say that for any statement P is false, that is F, then its negation statement is true, that is T. So vice versa, we can take the statement or the definition or the negation statement. Now we represent it symbolically. Negation of any statement P, is written as negation P. Negation P is read as negation P. So read as negation of P, negation of P, that is negation P. So this is the symbolic representation of the negation of the statement. Now again we find the truth table for the negation statement, and then we find the particular rule in short. So if P is a unique statement, has truth value T, then its negation statement has truth value false. P is the statement, has the truth value false, then its negation statement it has the truth value T. So here what will the rule? Rule, as P is true, then its negation statement P is false, and vice versa. That means as P is false, then negation statement P is true. So this is the simple rule for the negation statements. Now we have seen all these connectives and the respective their names statements. That is the conjunction, disjunction, implication, double implication, and the negation statements. With respect to all these, we consider certain examples here. So examples are given here. Express the statement symbolically. So whatever the symbols we have written here for the conjunction statement written as P and Q, written as P and Q. Disjunction statement, it is written as P or Q. Then implication, it is written as P implies Q. Double implication, we can write P double implication Q. And negation, it is written as negation P. So these are the with respect to the different statements in our logic. Connectives are used. So symbolically they are written as inverted V, that is and, that is for the conjunction statement. P, that is for the disjunction statement. Single arrow, that is the implication statement. And double arrow line, that is for the double implication, and this similarity sign for the implication statement. Now we use these statements, these symbols for the connective, that is the combined statements here. So question is, express the statement symbolically. So only you want to write the statement symbolically here. Examples are given, so that we see here. First example is that P is an even number and Q is, that is 25 is a perfect square. So how can you write the solution of this statement? So solution is written as like this. Let P is the statement, 2 is even number, and second statement, that is Q, 25 is a perfect square. So what will be its symbolic form? So we want to write the symbolic form. So we discussed here. So these two statements, 2 is an even number, this is denoted by P here, and 25 is a perfect square, it is denoted by Q in the symbolic form. Now we want to find out the connective by which word these two statements are connected. So here this connective and is used, and therefore we write the symbolic form, that is written as P and Q. So this is the solution of the first statement. Now we come to the second statement. What is the solution of the second statement? So solution of second statement, first of all we write here the statements separately. So what are the separate statements? A school is open. This is the statement P. And there is a holiday. this is your statement Q. So first of all we write statement P. A school is open and Q is the statement. Q is the statement. There is a holiday. There is a holiday. So now we determine of the statements which one corrective is used here. So a school is open and there is a holiday. So these two statements are connected by or, and therefore symbolically, right? Symbolic form, that is P or Q. And now we come to the last statement that we see here. So last statement is that what symbol is used? Solution of this last statement. P is the statement. Delhi is in India. Delhi is in India. And Q is the statement. Dhaka is not in Sri Lanka. Not in Sri Lanka. So therefore, first of all we find out which one is the correct Q. First statement is the statement Delhi is in India, and second statement Q statement Dhaka is not in Sri Lanka. So here the connective but is used, and this but that is replaced by and. So for but we can write the connective and there, and therefore symbolic form. Symbolic form that is written as P and Q. So here and but is replaced. By and. So we stop here.